and the relationship between us is like more than friends. Is more than friends, but we actually not agree to have a relationship. You guys get it?
Yes.
Yes, it's almost like Cecilia. Okay, so I think the relationship have maintained, I think, half year or even 1 year. So it's a for me it's a good relationship because I learned a lot from there. And so that's my first love. And second, I'm talking about the second love story of me. So the story actually happened in high school also. In I think form 4, 16 years old. And I date with this guy uh until now. So it's almost 5 years relationship.
5 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
That's so long. Oh my god.
Married.
I hope the relationship can be remain until the end. I do hope so.
Aw,
I mean,
cute.
Yes.
Tiffany, did you
Yes,
ever broke up and get back with that in
no.
that 5 years period? No?
No.
No.
Oh,
So good.
yeah, it's so good. I adore you.
Yeah,
Can
me
you give us
too.
tips, Tiffany?
Actually, the step I will be
Tips,
sharing
tips.
later. Okay, for me, there's actually have a secret weapon.
Wow.
In the actually in
Wow.
this, I cannot even continue my story. Okay, for the secret weapon, actually, in a relationship, when we are argue about the problems that happen in our relationship, we will discuss and try to solve the problems. We are not trying to argue why you are doing this thing, why you keep doing like this, why you haven't stand on my perspective to think about these things. And we will never to say broke up, even the problems is big or the argument is maybe big. And we will not let the argument to pass about 2 days or even 1 day. We will just solve the problem in the day.
True.
Oh, so
So
great.
so I think that's the secret
Secret
weapon
weapon.
to remain the relationships. So that's for me. And for me, this story actually quite amazing and a little bit weird. Because actually, the guy that I date right now, my boyfriend right now, actually I fall in love with him when I was in primary school.
Um,
You are so loyal, oh my god.
primary school.
In primary school, but after primary school, because we are not in the same high school, so that's the reason why we are still remains as friends until high school form 3. He come transfer to my school, then we get back together. Yes. It's
Tiffany,
amazing
Miss
and
Rabia
weird.
has a question for you.
Oh, where's Miss Rabia? Can I log out from here because they say they want to?
She said she was here because she wanted to, because
Oh my god,
Talk
it's
we
his
wanted her
turn
to talk.
now.
So, yes, it's
Yes,
Mrs.
yes, yes.
turn now.
Yeah. Okay, so we just now I said that we have a special guest. So our special guest today is Miss Rabia.
Yay!
So Miss Rabia, so
Hi,
Miss Rabia,
Miss.
please turn on your camera.
Are you having fun in Langkawi?
I think she's back. Is it
Yeah. She's back.
Miss
Oh, she's
Rabia?
still in
Open the
Langkawi.
mic.
Miss Rabia, can you hear me?
Miss Rabia, please open your mic.
Camera and mic, please.
Okay, okay, you can hear me now.
Rabia.
Yep.
Hi.
So, before
That's so fun. Monkey TV.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
okay,
Oh
so
my god, it's
So
so
what's the
Rabia,
question?
so I have a
yes.
question for you. That is, do you
Tell me
agree
the
that
question.
teenagers should date while they are in high school?
What?
Do you agree that teenagers
You
should
gotta
have
type
a
the question. I can't hear anything here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Look like Miss Rabia
I
have
Why
a
not
point.
Tiffany type it in the chat box?
Yeah,
okay?
Tiffany, type it in the chat box.
I will repeat the questions. Miss Rabia, can you hear me?
What's the question again?
Do you agree that teenagers should date while they are in
In
high school?
high school?
Yes. Do you
I
agree?
didn't have anyone during high school. I went
But
to
do you
a girls'
agree?
boarding school.
But do you agree?
It's nice. It's sweet.
Oh my god.
But it's just like what they call it. What they call it? Cinta monyet.
Puppy love?
Yeah, puppy love.
Yeah.
It's just puppy love. You will get more when you get to universities and when you work. That'll be more of that. Yeah, yeah.
So,
It's just an experience for you to have fun. That's all.
so you agree actually?
Yeah, I agree. For you to have fun.
So do you
Yeah.
have any
Just to have
experience
fun.
before?
I don't have during my high school because I went to a all girls boarding school,
So
Ah,
if you have a
so no
machine,
boys at school.
so Miss Rabia, do you if there's a machine for you to get back to the past, will you
There is
willing
what?
to
Machine.
get back to the
a
past?
machine. A time machine for you to go back
A
to the
time machine
past.
for you to get back to the.
No,
Will you have a date?
no, no. I rather have fun with my friends.
Oh my god. Wow.
You have more fun with your friends than boyfriends, actually.
Okay. Thanks, Miss Rabia.
Thank you,
Okay.
Miss.
Bye.
Have
Bye.
fun, Miss.
Bye. Have fun,
Have
Miss.
fun.
Fun.
Okay, so girls, so the story I will be using the same question to you girls. That do you agree that teenagers should date while they are in high school? Okay. I will share my opinion first. So I think I agree that because uh I think we have to gain some love experience before we explore the real world. And we can, if we gain the experience, we can prevent cheating by anyone. And for me, the if we have the chance to date in high school, we can build a strong heart for us, so we are not easily to feel disappointed while dealing with a failed relationship. And the last point for me is, I think the experience will help us to identify what is the kinds of love that we is suitable for us to face in the future. So I think I agree with the statement that teenagers should date in high school. So anyone want to share about their opinions?
Well, I think it's true because if you've never been into a relationship when you're a teenager, then you kind of miss out a bit because I think everybody does that. But if you don't feel like you want to, then that's totally fine. And like Tiffany said, it actually teaches you something that maybe you can be a better person and you can get to know yourself too. Like me, I feel like I'm not the type of person to give commitment. I cannot do like, some couples call each other every day for like 10 hours. So I can't do that.
A big no.
Right. So what do you think? Jah.
If me, I think it's a bit yes. I do agree with Miss Rabia for fun. Like no serious thingy, something like that. You just, gaining experience and just like that. But yeah, how
I
about
think
you?
like I think I do agree like we can I mean I do agree that we need to kind of like date during high school because when you step your foot into degree, most of the guys will be taken and then there's
Oh my
not gonna
god,
be
that's
any
so
chance
true.
for you. Right, right. I kind of regret not looking for one during my SSC, so but no. But yeah, you can have fun during high school. Like just have fun, date someone, just to gain experience. And if it will last long, then go on. But if it don't, then you can learn from it. How about you, Cecilia?
I think I agree with that statement. Like teenagers should date during high school. I think like maybe it's one of the ways to reduce your stress. I mean, like when you talk, right, you'll be happy, and on the other hand, maybe you can improve yourself. Like for example, when during the examination time, so you can do revision with both of you. So like maybe like for example, you have MX, right? You can just ask. Like if you didn't know how to do, then you can just ask. Then you both help. Then maybe your result will be getting better. So I think yeah, why not? And just try it. Maybe you will regret if you do try. How about you, Stevie?
Can you?
I cannot hear. Who is the turn?
Xinyu.
Yeah. I think is in basic the situation. In China, maybe it's very different. In high school, our homework is very difficult, and if you don't work, study very hard, maybe you will have a long distance with others. So our parents uh, or the teacher is very against about the teenager love. So I think it will depend on your own situation. If your boyfriend or your girlfriend can help you study or can make you happy, can make you feel not very stressed and have a lot of pressure, maybe you can have that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
Miss regret. Okay, no,
actually,
Miss, I didn't regret. I love being single. I love being single. Please don't attack me, Miss.
so actually, majority of us I actually agree that teenagers should have a date in their high school to prevent to get cheating with others boys. Of course,
Wait, but that
boys
can
now
actually
also.
happen still.
Yes.
But that can actually still happen, although you have been into a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think high school relationship is very beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yes. Actually,
for you.
for me, no matter what's current status are you in, for me the high school actually is much is more uh experience you can gain even in love or in others field. So I think teenagers should that, but make sure not access the limit. Please protect yourself. Don't access the limit.
Yeah.
It's free for you to decide whether you should have a relationship with a boy or even a girl. but protect yourself is more important than others. So this is the moral value for today. Remember it.
Self-love is important.
Yes.
What's the
self-love.
limit?
The
Adam
limit.
asked.
Adam, are you asking me about the questions more than 18?
Oh my God.
For me, I'm actually, what is the limit is you should have a date, but mostly maybe when you are in the, maybe you have a date with the guy, you will hold hands or do anything about love actions, but don't access. Put a you have to set a limit for yourself. Set a limit for yourself. No touching.
The line.
Shine like want to hold hand. You don't want to hold hand is okay for you. You can hold hand with Kyo or even Randy. Never mind. So do you guys have any questions or things that you want to share before we end our podcast for today?
No.
Oh, I forgot something. Cecilia, there's a comment for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Sorry.
She will tell me. So before Cecilia, if you for the audience, if you want us to talk about loves for others questions, you can leave the comment below. Maybe we can do it in the next week about the topic of loves also, but with in different discussions. Maybe you want to you want us to share more about the love story, you can drop the comment below. So Cecilia, how'd you meet the guy?
Actually, that guy is so-called quite popular in school. And because he's the son of a teacher, and then he's quite handsome among the races. He's an Indian guy actually. So like we know each other, but we didn't talk at that time. So like how we started talk is like one day when we passed by, then he suddenly come. I mean, maybe he's running with a friend, so just come at my spot, so like touching me a bit. Then he runs. It's accidentally lah. So like after that, he just messaged me like, sorry about that, like that. Then we just start talking. Yeah.
Oh
Then we
my
just
god, I
start.
don't think that's accidentally.
Yeah.
It's like in the movies when you like
It's
go
drama.
into something and then the book drops.
It's really drama.
No.
Yeah.
No book drop.
It's just like a Korean TV show, and you
Yeah.
Hey, I can imagine something, you know. When the guys accidentally touch Cecilia's shoulder, actually
not touch shoulder, I just passed by and then
pass by.
touch a
Maybe
bit.
maybe after the story, he's sharing with group members. Hey, I'm just purposely pass
Cecilia.
by.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess that's all.
So
So-
yes.
Because he's an Indian guy, so like it's so-called famous at that time. Yeah. So when his gang know, right, you know, like the boy loves to spread. So like at the time, our batch of Form 5 like, already know. Yeah, know like we got chat all the time. Yeah, so when we pass by, they just scream or whatever lah. Yeah, that's all.
So it's happened on you 17, is it?
We start chat on 16. Yeah, from 4. So chat for 1 year plus. Yeah.
1 year plus. It's quite long. It's quite long
It's
also.
quite long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking phase. U plus.
So I think there's no people curious about how we what is that the next week. So we will change the topic for next week because there's no one drop the comment below that they want to continue with the love story. So I think that's for today podcast. Can you guys know how the duration is it?
No, we can't see anything. Oh wait, maybe it's here.
I'm not
No.
sure. I think we are too long.
1 hour plus.
I just have one question about love. Yes,
Bachelor. Yeah, you just share.
Yeah.
Maybe you can open your mic so.
you can
Shoot it,
open your mic
shoot
or even drop the comment below.
Is it okay if I open my mic?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my question is, it's pretty complicated if I say so myself. So okay, if you guys watch Friends or How I Met Your Mother, right? Okay, if we're talking about
Yeah.
these characters in the show, we always see them like dating a person after a person after a person after a person, right? And then they always try to find the right person after the passion disappears. What's left is security and love. But when that scenario happens with kids, teenagers dating in, people tend to call them, as you mentioned, crocodile. So my question is, how can you differentiate that from the scenarios in the show? I
So
don't think that's it, Mas Ali.
yes. So I think the question for Sharia is how do we differentiate the crocodiles with the scenario? Is it? So I will share my opinions first. Actually, for me, the crocodiles is actually I define crocodiles as in the movement. He tried to he stayed with maybe it's around 5 or 6% in the same movement.
Time.
So
Yeah.
I define the guy is a crocodile, and from the scenario, I don't think that crocodiles is. I don't think the guy who is keep changing his girlfriend, we can known it as a crocodile, because we couldn't know why what is the reason the guy is keep changing his girlfriends. Actually, I heard a story before. The guys we always define the guy as crocodile, but actually he's not. He keep changing his girlfriends. I think 2 months, one girlfriend for 2 months or even 1 month or even 2 months. But after I get close with him, I just curious. I asking about him why you are keep changing your girlfriends. Actually, the answer he given to me is actually he can't even to live without anyone's company. But he's not purposely to hurt all the girls' heart, but he's tried to searching for a true love that he think that the girl is my destiny. So he's just searching. So after I hear about his explanations and his story, so I agree that it's not all the boys who keep changing their girlfriends, we can define it as a crocodile. So do you guys have any opinions about this question from Sharil?
Maybe like Tiffany said, maybe that guy can end the relationship properly, like giving like proper
Yeah.
excuse instead of just leave ghosting, you know.
So anyone?
Like for me, I also do think like I consider crocodile when they treat like a lot of girls the same at the same time, like as treat as in like giving hopes and all, but to a lot of girls. For me, I think like if you are in a relationship with someone and then like you leave and then you have someone else, I'm not sure if I can consider that as crocodile because at least they end things with that other person before getting into the new one. So yeah.
So anyone, so Shari, do you have all of us answer your questions?
Yeah, like, what do you think?
What do you think? Is he there? Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
So,
What's
so what is your
what's
opinion?
my opinion?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I think it's a lack of communication, and I also think it's a tendency of people of jumping to conclusions. And in the like they always end the relationship because of a good cause, but not everybody sees that cause. You know, there could be that one person in that coffee shop and friends that keeps thinking, oh my god, this person like Monica or Rachel or Ross is always going out with these different girls, but they never read the story. So that's why that's the case in our scenario right now, not their scenario. So I think it's just a lack of communication and the tendency of people thinking they're always right. So I just wanted to ask the question because of your opinions. I just wanted to see that we got the same opinion or like maybe it's just messed up. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know. So
Okay.
actually, from Sharia, I get a point that when we see something, when we see a situations, don't just define from the situation what you see, but you can get you can asking before you jump to a conclusions. Don't make conclusions or even define anyone. Depends on what you see regarding what you see.
True. Don't judge the book by its cover.
Yes. So thank you, Sharia, for for your questions. So if there's no questions for us, we are stop the podcast for today.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Hope to
So
see you all next week.
yes,
Next week.
We will continue the next topic in next week. But I'm not sure what is the topic. But stay tuned to our Instagram. We will post it as soon as possible. So
Yeah.
see you guys.
Bye bye.
See you.
Bye. Thank you.
See you.
Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you guys for listening.
Kritika Min Busuk.